Well, hello and welcome to the Reviva Labs webinar for February 2020. My name is Nancy Reamer, and I'm the Director of Education and Training for Reviva Labs. Today's topic is how to layer skincare for the best results. Now, I just wanted to mention that each month, Reviva Labs will be hosting a webinar that'll focus on a different topic pertaining to skin and skincare. And you can find the dates and topic for each month on our website at revivalabs.com under events. And as I mentioned just previously, I'd be happy to take all questions at the end of this presentation. So let's begin. For those of you who don't know about Reviva, I just want to give you a little bit of an overview with our history. We had launched in 1973, and since that launch, our founders, Stephen and Judith Strassler, had one goal, and that was to create safe, effective skin treatments that produce visible results at a reasonable price. And for nearly half a century, Reviva Labs now has established itself as a superior natural skincare brand that has attracted loyal customers for generations. And we are still committed to using only the highest quality ingredients that are both safe and effective as we continue to formulate products suitable for all skin types. So this is an overview of what we'll be discussing. And Reviva Labs has always been a strong advocate for the concept of layering skincare for optimal results. So today we're going to discuss and hopefully demystify 3 different ways to easily understand and incorporate layering into your skincare routine. So the 3 ways we'll look at this concept of layering is through products, which products should be applied first, so an order of application and why. Second way we will discuss layering is through the ingredients and taking a look at some ingredients and their multiple use of one or more of a key ingredient or active ingredient and how it should be applied. And lastly, a very confusing topic for many people is serums and a guideline for how to apply and the order of application and how you can use more than one serum if you choose to and how to do that. So that's the overview of how we will shape this presentation. But let's begin at the beginning and understand how to apply or layer products on a daily basis. So let's take a look at a general daily routine. Generally speaking, cleansers and toners can and basically should do more than just clean and tone your skin. Reviva Labs formulates our cleansers and toners with ingredients that will specifically support a concern that a skin may have. So for example, we use glycolic acid in our anti-aging cleanser and toner from our anti-aging collection, that is. And both of these will gently exfoliate the skin as it cleans and tones. So this not only will help acne-prone skin, but it also helps to brighten dull skin because glycolic acid will help prepare the skin for all the other products that will be layered onto the skin next. And the good news is that any skin can use glycolic acid. Glycolic acid, for those of you who don't know, is an alpha hydroxy acid. It's derived from sugarcane, and it just gently exfoliates or loosens the bond between a dead skin cell that's just ready to be sloughed off and maybe a healthier one that's there to replace it. So looking for cleansers and toners that maybe have an ingredient or two that helps the next grouping of ingredients work best or better is something to think about in your daily routine. So for example, if you have oilier skin, you might want to look for cleansers and toners with an antibacterial ingredient to help blemish control, because quite possibly the serum and the moisturizer that you're going to be applying next would also be specifically designed for an oilier skin. But you can start that process right in the cleansing toning phase. Drier skins might want to look for a product that either is a lotion or has a creamy texture that can soothe and calm the skin, and that can also be tissued off with a cotton pad so as not to further irritate and sometimes an already irritated dry skin. So just a few things to think about that go beyond just cleaning and toning your skin. Okay, so step 2 would be to apply 2 to 3 drops of a serum. Now, typically a serum is the thinnest product in your skincare routine. And that's not to say all serums are thin or gel-like. Some of them are more creamy, and we'll get to that a little bit later. And while most people use only 1 serum, some people will want to use 2 to 3, particularly if they're trying to target a specific skincare concern. So, and again, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation. But for just daily application of a serum in the morning and at night, you would apply 2 to 3 drops on a clean skin, followed by your moisturizer. That's a general rule. Now, you may want to deviate from that rule just a little bit if you find that this serum is a little too potent for your skin and causes a mild irritation or a redness. That could be just your skin getting used to this new product. And if that's the case, try the serum after your moisturizer. This will reduce the potency of the serum, but you'll still get the most or benefit out of, get some of the benefits anyway, without the irritation. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. General rule of thumb is 2 to 3 drops after toning, before moisturizer, but every once in a while you have to just veer off course, and you might want to layer a serum on top of a moisturizer. Okay, now every skin, step 3 in a daily routine. Every skin needs moisture in order to keep what we call the barrier layer of the skin strong. That's the top layer of the skin that takes the most amount of assaults from the environment. And you want to make sure that you have the correct amount of moisture so your skin works in an optimal, condition. Also, moisturizing helps seal in your serums and locks in the right amount of hydration. So your moisturizer doesn't have to necessarily be a heavy one. And in fact, if you're using the correct serum and you're not dealing with an overly dry skin or a super dry climate, a light moisturizer is probably more than adequate. Just be sure to moisturize your entire face, your neck, and décolleté area. Pull your moisturizer all the way down your neck and onto your chest. The 4th step, and the last thing you should be putting on your skin before walking out the door, is a sunscreen. You need to do this every day. I cannot stress it enough. Nothing harms skin more than sunshine, UVA, UVB rays. So that means you even have to do it on a dreary or a cloudy day, or even in the wintertime. A lot of people will forget their sunscreen. They'll look out the window and go, it's not so sunny today. I can just skip it. That's when UVAs are there. UVA rays, also known as the aging rays, break through. They don't need bright light. They are the most damaging rays, and they penetrate deeply into the skin, and they are around even on a cloudy day. And you need to protect yourself against that at all times. So you want to choose a lightweight sunscreen that will layer easily, because you may want to put makeup on top of your skincare routine, but they will still be effective no matter how heavy they are. You just need some sort of a sunscreen. And while serums and moisturizers are all important steps in great skincare, sun protection is, like I said, the most important. So even if you're skipping your whole skincare routine, you're just jumping out of bed and running out the door, please don't skip on your sunscreen. And step 5, nighttime serum firming in the evening. Let me explain what that bullet point means. Products recommended for nighttime use are typically formulated with ingredients that are best received when the body and the skin are at rest. The theory is that while the body is using sleep to restore itself, the skin is also going through a restorative process. It's the largest organ of the body. It too is powering down and restoring itself after a long day. Additionally, serums and or moisturizers are designed to firm and tone the skin, or that contain collagen supporting peptides, are better able to penetrate at nighttime or do their work. I mean, they penetrate daytime and nighttime, so let me rephrase that. But they're better able to really do what they're designed to do when they're not encumbered by makeup or being exposed to damaging elements like the sun and pollution or cigarette smoke. So you'll see in a lot of nighttime products or products designed to be used at night, they'll be firming, peptides, collagen, those sorts of ingredients to work with the body as it's at rest. And lastly, in order to assure that your skincare products are absorbing correctly and not simply pilling up or piling up, you've probably all seen this. The product seems to fold back on itself almost, and it's not absorbing. That's because you need to give each product a few minutes to absorb or dry down before layering on the next product. And if necessary, you can carry on different parts of your morning or nighttime routine in between your skincare. Perhaps you put on your serum and go get dressed, and then you come back and put on your moisturizer and brush your teeth, and then you put on your sunscreen. So just allow the product to do its job and absorb as it's being layered one on top of the other. So where do weekly treatments fit into all this? Well, by, just use the word again, by adding or layering a weekly mask based on your skin's needs, you'll help maintain a healthy skin throughout, your time, but you'll also get the most out of your skincare, your daily skincare products that you're using every day. So by that I mean a week. Let's say you want to gently exfoliate every week. You can do that 2 to 3 times a week typically. You always want to read the directions on the mask or on the exfoliant. But by gently exfoliating throughout the week, your daily routine, the products in your daily routine will better be able to penetrate because you're not letting any buildup of dead skin cells happen to your skin. You're constantly sloughing it off. And the same is true for hydrating masks, 2 to 3 times a week. If you are normal to dry or super dry, just doing layering in a mask will again allow all your products to just penetrate and work on a barrier layer that's hydrated and constantly receiving the hydration it needs, so it can rebuild and do a better job of protecting for you. So let's take a look at an example for layering in a daily routine for maximizing your results. So you would take your cleanser and your toner. I've used the same one that I spoke about earlier, the glycolic acid facial cleanser and toner found in our anti-aging collection. Works perfectly as a gentle cleanser and just gently exfoliate, getting your skin prepared for your vitamin C serum. Vitamin C serum is terrific for brightening. And again, it's all that antioxidant protection that helps current and for future damage from forming on your skin. And then followed with a moisturizer. I've chosen the multi-peptide complex, which is a moisturizer that combats deep wrinkles with a blend of peptides, as well as hyaluronic acid to support hydration. So perfect for everyday use, this particular routine. Now, let's say you're concerned about hydrating and really, you want to just double up on that maximization of your skincare routine. So again, we're talking about somebody who's drier here. You can cleanse and tone with our cleansing milk, perfect example of a lotion, more creamy based moisturizer that will help to hydrate the skin instantly through the cleansing process. And then a nice gentle toner to add hydration and boost the hydration and make sure your pH balance is set. And then serums. I would use the hyaluronic acid serum for daytime to make sure you're locking in that moisture and retaining the moisture throughout the day. And you would follow with cream hydratant as your moisturizer. This is a fabulous, soothing, calming moisturizer for your skin. So it'll lock in the hyaluronic acid that you've just used in your serum. So nighttime, You would do your cleansing, your toning, same routine, but you might want to consider using, again, when the body's at rest, better able to absorb and use the restorative process. Use a collagen serum. Increase the effectiveness of your nighttime moisturizers as well. So boosting your collagen through your serum and your nighttime moisturizer for firmer looking skin. So just an idea of really sort of taking layering in your daily routine to the next level. Okay, let's take a look at layering skincare ingredients. It's a little bit more of a complex way of thinking about layering, and to think about how one ingredient can be used in a cleanser and a serum and a moisture to compound the effectiveness of your routine. But using the same ingredient or group of ingredients in a multiple products will synergistically enhance or more effectively address concerns and skincare needs. So layering in this way will avoid oversaturating your skin, as each product can properly absorb and amplify the results. Because stuffing too many ingredients into a single product means that each ingredient that's there to help you is in a smaller percentage, and it reduces the overall formula efficacy. So more is not necessarily better if you just think about using one ingredient or a group of ingredients in every single product that you're applying to your skin. So, for example, what would that look like based on your need? So, and I'm hesitating a minute because I love this part, because this is really the heart and soul of Reviva Labs. Our products are for all skins, and we address them through collections of people who may need more hydration or firming or brightening or anti-aging. And each collection, you'll see this happening. So for example, in hydration collection, you will see the use of hyaluronic acid, collagen, aloe being used over and over and over again in our products to make sure that you're getting that layering of that ingredient blend to target your concern. Firming and toning, we use DMAE repetitively through our products, and elastin and peptides, which are great for collagen support. So you get a real toning to your skin and firming with these products, ingredients, excuse me. Brightening. Again, there's the glycolic acid, kojic acid, that's a source from fungi, mulberry, vitamin C, alpha-arbutin, bearberry, excuse me, and lime. And anti-aging, we have many products that use peptides, glycolic acid, again, DMAE for firming, and collagen. And the all-important protection and prevention is a grouping of antioxidants from vitamin C, vitamin E, green tea, alpha-lipoic acid, and sunscreen. You know what the interesting thing about having alpha-lipoic acid incorporated in antioxidant with these other antioxidants is one of the key features of alpha-lipoic acid is it's its own a very powerful antioxidant, but it has the ability to turn on or support the energy of vitamin C and vitamin E. So any other antioxidant it's around, it's a very supportive antioxidant, and so you get better efficacy from all of your antioxidants when alpha-lipoic acid is combined with them. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. These are products taken from our brightening collection. So how to use, if you're concerned about brightening dull skin, or if it's a dark spot that you're set and bent on making sure you get rid of, you can enhance and accelerate the results by using a specific group of ingredients in every product in your daily routine. So with repeated or layered use of kojic acid, mulberry, the alpha-arbutin, etc., you'll achieve a more even-toned skin more quickly and more effectively than if you just used it in one ingredient in one item. So the brightening facial cleanser, you see all those ingredients I just mentioned. Same thing with the dark spot brightening serum, powered by kojic acid, and our moisturizer, again, kojic acid brightening cream. These are all naturally occurring ingredients that work by inhibiting or reducing the skin's production of a specific enzyme that stimulates melanin, or the darkening packets in your skin that give you that dull look, or worse, dark spots. And the result is that the skin is brighter and more even toned. So you will see results more quickly by using these ingredients collectively over and over in each product that you're using. And like I said, that approach to layering ingredients is Reviva Labs DNA. You'll find an example of that in all of our collections by using the same ingredient to amplify the results. In almost every collection, anyway. Okay, so our last topic is using multiple serums. So the first question I get a lot is, well, how do I choose a serum? And the answer is really easily. You start with what you need the most. Do you need hydration? Are you concerned about firming and toning your skin? Or is it the ever popular brightening of dull skin? Is extra collagen support what's needed, or prevention and protection? Serums are usually formulated with a higher concentration of a key or active ingredient, and these are substances that will directly affect the changes of the skin. They are the engine, if you will, of the serum, what makes it work for you. Now, what if you need more than one serum? The second most common question that I get. Multiple use of serums, I would recommend doing one of two things. Number one, use one serum in the morning and one at night, as with our previous example that I had used. But let me go a little bit deeper. Morning serums, in a morning serum, you want to probably use hydrating like hyaluronic acid, certainly antioxidants to give you that real protection during the day, and brightening. You would apply these in the morning to make sure that your skin is getting what it needs to throughout the day. And at night, this goes back to the restorative process. You want to use serums that are specifically targeting firming, or peptides which support collagen production. And again, brightening. Brightening, you have to constantly work at and make sure your skin has a good amount of the ingredient, whether it's kojic, vitamin C, mulberry, whatever it is that you're using. You want to make sure that that has a constant supply to really work on breaking up that melanin in the skin and preventing that enzyme from forming. So that's morning and nighttime use. That's the easiest way to use, two serums. Another way is to consider layering one on top of the other. So how do you do that? The simplest way is to apply the lightest or thinnest serum first, which is typically a gel serum. They penetrate very easily and effectively, and then you can, once it's dried down, just go ahead and put your moisturizer on top. Or you can apply a richer, thicker serum on top of the gel. The trick is just go thinnest first, then to the richer or thicker, but make sure you give it a minute or two to dry down so you don't get that pilling effect, or the, like you're rolling too much of you find some of the product on your hand instead of your face. That's an indication that you haven't given enough time to dry down. So here's an example. And I've just chosen, how to layer serums for just maintaining healthy skin. This is a healthy skincare routine. So you might want to start with something like, we have a peptide facial skin prep. And the reason I chose this one first is because it contains trace minerals, which help to stimulate and energize skin cells, so you get a better absorption of all the other products that follow. Next, I would use something like dual source vitamin C serum that brightens and boosts collagen and protects your skin throughout the day with the vitamin C. And if you're feeling really ambitious or just generally concerned about, as I am, I have such a normal skin, but I am always worried about being dry or aging skin. I will use an antioxidant and another layer of antioxidant protection from our stem cell serum from our anti-aging collection. This is a longtime favorite from our Reviva fans, but it improves the texture of the skin and it just helps combat the normal sun pollution. But and it has a wonderful selection of botanicals in it, and I think that's why I'm partial to this one as well. So you can do this 2 ways. I just said that's for all 3. That may be a little bit too much for people, so you might want to do just the peptide facial skin prep in the morning with the vitamin C serum on top of it. They're both gel serums, but you want to use the peptide facial skin prep, and it's just right there in the title of the product, prep. It preps the skin to be layered on top of something, more. So then you can put the vitamin C on top of that. And then at nighttime, do the peptide facial skin prep with the stem cell serum. I hope this is clear. It really goes by the formulation, lightest to heaviest, and then what you want to achieve, what it says it will help do for your skin. So, and here, the last slide in our presentation, I've talked about them. I haven't shown you much about our products, but these are the collections that we classify each of our products into. So we have 8 different collections. The anti-aging, brightening, firming, and hydrating really apply most to the layering and the defense. The defense is just sunscreen and our very popular vitamin E stick. And then you'll find a selection of other ingredients in the restoring, revitalizing, and specialty collections. But just so you're familiar with the colors and the way we classify our products. So at this time, I'd be happy to take any questions that you may have using a little chat box. I can see them, and I will be happy to answer anything. I see somebody is typing right now, which I appreciate. And again, please look at our website while I'm waiting for the questions to pop up. Please take a look at the topics for our next webinars. We really are diving very deeply into questions that we get constantly from our customers. So what's the difference between chemical and physical exfoliation? What causes dark spots? How to improve a blemish complexion? Things like that. We're really sort of breaking down commonly asked questions. So, okay, a number of people are still typing. So, I'll just wait for. Oh, okay, here popped up the first question. If Retin-A is part of your nighttime regimen, a prescription strength that is, I assume received from a dermatologist, when would you apply this? I would apply as you've just described, nighttime. Nighttime only, after cleansing, as my understanding, and it should be, you can double check with your doctor. Retin-A is done on a clean skin. And I'm not sure if he or she prescribes something for you to follow. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But Retin-A is best to use at night because it is such a powerful ingredient. Again, you don't want to be exposed to sunshine while you have that on your skin. And I do hope one of the things that you're using daily is a sunscreen and a good amount of sunscreen on your skin, an SPF 30 or higher when using something as strong as Retin-A. But it's one of the best, most effective anti-aging ingredients you can find. Another question, do any of your products include sunscreen, or what should we consider when purchasing a separate product? In our Defense collection, we have SPF 30 Sun Protective Moisturizer. We've recently changed it from a jar to a tube to make it that much more convenient to carry around with you and make sure if you need to reapply your sunscreen throughout the day, you can, because it's just right in your bag. So that's the only product at this point that we have with a sunscreen. We don't incorporate sunscreens into our moisturizers at this time. So I would use a separate sunscreen to make sure you're getting that protection that you need. Look in our Defense collection. Can we get the written portion of your presentation? I think so. I don't really usually publish it, but let me speak to management and see what they think about that, because some of it's ad-libbed and quite frankly some of it's written, but I'll see what I can do for you, Karen. Okay, I'll get back to you. And can Retin A be used with your nighttime products? And if so, when would you layer them? I would really check with your doctor on what can be used in conjunction with Retin A. I don't know the strength that you're using and or how long you've been using it, because sometimes when you first start with Retin A, there can be a reaction that your skin has as it works to exfoliate the dead skin cells. So I'm not sure you would want to use anything on top of that, particularly if it's very irritated. So I'm not trying to be evasive, Ruth. I'm just trying to be honest and say if you're using prescription strength Retin A, I would talk to your doctor. And then I would, if he or she says, yeah, go ahead and use anything you want on top of it, I would use probably products. Again, I'm telling you to go to your doctor first, but after that, I would use probably something from our hydrating, just to make sure that you're getting, that your skin's getting the hydration that it needs. But I'm a little hesitant even to say that because a doctor is involved. So good luck. Will Reviva Labs ever produce tinted moisturizers to avoid makeup? We have a lot on the docket right now that we are formulating and hope to release soon. I can't say much about that other than that. But I'm not really sure tinted moisturizers are a part of that. But we are busy bees back in our laboratories. And you'll see. Take in about I don't know 3 or 4 months. Make sure you check back with us, and you will probably see some newness in our collections. You are welcome, Alice. Thank you I'm happy to do these webinars. And after using your products for 10 plus years, oh, I'm so glad I've taken the guesswork out of it. That was really our goal when we were looking at this new year, new webinar format. I can train, and educate on all our products till I'm blue in the face. But if you don't know why you're doing it or what those ingredients do or what causes X, Y, and Z, the information can, fall flat. So that was our goal. So I appreciate the props, Alice. Thank you. And for mature skin, what would be the best product line? I would say anti-aging collection, peptides, the multi-peptide complex is my absolute favorite. That is a hidden gem. The multi-peptide complex moisturizer contains at least 3, off the top of my head, I think it's 4 different peptides that have been used in the industry. They're trademarked, they've been around forever, and they are effective. That product used to be called nasolabial fold peptide complex because that's where the nasolabial fold starts from your nose down to your mouth, and it's usually where sagging starts. So I saw a big difference in my skin using that product, but I also would incorporate some of the firming ingredients, like the DMAE serum with any of the anti-aging products. So between peptides and DMAE, you could go daytime, nighttime, going back and forth between those 2 collections and be happy. And of course, look in the restoring and the revitalizing collection just for, masks and things like that. That will be helpful too. Great question, guys. Love it. Anything else you'd like to chat about while I'm here? Well, I do hope you join me next month, where the topic will be about exfoliation and what the difference is between chemical and physical exfoliation, and why it's so important to exfoliate and what's happening in your skin. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate your time and attention. And I think it was Karen. I'll try to get back to you on whether or not you can get that script. Okay, take care, guys. And